every business depends on customers, and my personal view is that no business can survive long term if it doesn't appreciate its customers. Lots of different ways you can do that, and we're going to run through some different ones today, not just the sort of smile and make them feel welcome, but a few other ways. And the first I'm going to suggest is, if you've got the budget for it, running customer appreciation days. And actually the budget doesn't have to be very high. It could be literally as simple as invite them to your premises after hours. That's often done in things like the jewellery trade, where they'll do a special exhibition or whatever, and art trade does the same, but you could apply it to anything. And maybe a glass of wine, maybe a few bites, nibbles. They're not expensive. So a customer appreciation evening, even rather than just a day, and just make them feel special. So it's only by invite. And again, the invite only bit works a treat, because obviously you're only going to send those out to people who you really do appreciate. You wouldn't send it out to everyone. You definitely tell the people you sent it to you're special. And the fact they've got an invite, if you can run to a postal letter, make it look like an invite you'd get to a party or a wedding or anything like that. Because again, that stands out. And not expensive. You can get the blanks, you get 4 to a sheet and just run them off on your printer. So very easy to do. The actual event, as I said, just an hour or two in the evening. Doesn't even have to be silly. It could be demoing something. So a hairdresser might do, here's how we do the new colour, new styles. Could be absolutely anything, and I'm sure you'll be able to think of that for your business. And try, if you've got a Facebook list, send it out to your regulars there. It's another one that they're obviously special customers. They signed up to you, they've liked you, and try it. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the reaction you get and the sales you get afterwards. Next thing you can do, not quite as impressive, but still pretty good, because when was the last time you had a thank you gift from anyone you've dealt with? My guess is, if you're like most people, you can count it on the fingers of one hand, if it runs to as many as one. So a simple thank you gift, again, doesn't have to be expensive. Can be as easy as a card, and we'll come on to cards in a minute, but if it's related to your premises or your whatever, it could be a picture of your town that's been framed. It could be absolutely anything. There's lots and lots of different gifts you can think of. They don't have to be cheap, they don't have to be tacky, they can just look good. And then coming down the cost scale, because it depends on your margin whether you can afford gifts. I think anyone can actually afford an appreciation day. A bottle of wine, a few bottles of wine and some nibbles really isn't expensive, but sending out regularly, getting in the habit of sending out thank you cards or notes or even just texts, because again, when was the last time anyone appreciated your business? So it's better, got the screen sorted. Anything like that on a text, as we said before, costs about 5p. A card, it's going to send you, probably cost you about £1 all in, including the postage. But even just a little note, on if you had a stock of postcards you had made up for your business, and a little post-it note on it saying, yeah, thanks, I really appreciate you, whatever it was you bought from me. Hope it went well for you, hope you enjoyed it, hope whatever it is related to whatever they bought. And the fact you've remembered, again, that just sets you apart from most of the other people that they're dealing with. Think how you'd like to be dealt with as a customer or a client and work on that, because chances are most of your clients and customers will be exactly the same. Have fun with it, have a play with it and enjoy yourself, because actually the more you enjoy yourself, the more that comes out. That's why the customer appreciation days are really magic, because you actually get a chance to, it's a slightly different environment, it's a bit less formal than the customer supplier basis, and it works. We've done it years ago, gave away balloons. Again, you'll see any new shop opening has balloons. You can do that. Again, you'll get kids attracted. If your target market's parents, then balloons. You get the odd idiot as well, the ones that swallow the helium and go squeaky, but generally speaking, most people will respect it. They won't go along popping them and playing music, so long as you're allowed to. You have to watch that, because the council will prefer that you don't use the street, so that there's probably licenses involved. But anything like that, anything that's slightly different, just gives a buzz, and we'll talk about creating a buzz in a separate email. But appreciating your customers, even as simple as saying thank you. A thank you email is the cheapest, but go for a text, splash out 5p, or a postcard, or an actual card. Moving up for a gift if you've got a higher customer value, and customer appreciation days will work for almost any value because they're actually not expensive. As long as you've got your own premises and you can open up out of hours, you'll find it works. So give it a try and give yourself a little bit of free rein to do it.